Hey guys, this is Mr. Timtastic with SturdyPine.com. We are here at Breezy Excursion headquarters for Best of Battle 3. We are here currently with Big Bunny to the far, I guess, right, my right, and Chemie. How are you guys?
Good.
So there was a Soul Calibur tournament today, and which had a wonderful turnout. Can you talk about your experiences?
Oh, it was pretty cool. The venue had never been around here. It's mad hot though. Really hot day today. That's about it. Honestly, it was pretty cool just being around here. I haven't been to a tournament in a while, to be honest.
Yeah, it's really cool just to get, everyone together again. And actually, we've been trying to just kind of schedule like NorCal Soul Calibur tournaments basically around other events. And so this is, I think, the first time that this tournament series had Soul Calibur. So I'm glad that, we were able to rally people up and match our schedules and make it out. So good experience.
You guys did pretty well. Can you talk about the characters that you actually played in this tournament and why you chose them?
Well, I picked Leisha pretty much for nostalgic reasons because he and I we played Soul Calibur II just casually and we didn't play 3 and 4. So we picked our characters respectively pretty much based on that. We're playing like the kids of our old mains.
Well, she played Changhua, yeah, and then now she plays Leisha, and I used to play Sophidia in 2. I played her in 3 also. I played level 3, and then I play Pyr now. So yeah, that's basically what it is.
So there aren't that many tournaments for Soul Calibur. Even at EVO, it was put as a side tournament. Can you talk about what we can do to elevate it to main status for the next EVO, or how to grow the community?
So I've talked to Alex J. He's a big player in this scene for the past couple years, and so basically we feel like that we need to kind of start and build things local first. And we've been doing that by coordinating with Joe for Capsule Entertainment, the IFF tournaments that take place in Milpitas Golfland, and just talking to other TOs. And in terms of EVO, we got into contact with Markman for that support, and so we got Mad Catz support and just networking and everything. Basically for Soul Calibur, I think people need to just play the game because they love it. I've met a lot of people who honestly quit Soul Calibur because they kind of want to follow the big trend in the FGC, but I think people should just play the game that they love.
Another thing about it, I think it's best that we're doing it like this now. We have the IFF with Joe. It's actually a free tournament. We don't charge money. I mean, the venue, $5, but other than that, we're not charging money. It's a free tournament. We're trying to attract new players because honestly, I've seen players come and go. Like when they come to a tournament and they pay $10 and then they get mollywopped hardcore by people that know what they're doing. It's like they don't want to come back, and I've seen it. They don't come back. And that's kind of disappointing because we're trying to put more people in the community than scare them away. And we're not even being assholes about it or anything like that. It's just like no one likes to lose, I guess, and no one really wants that. So we want to give them incentive to come back. We don't want them to be like, oh, I lost my fucking $10 and whatnot and everything. It's like, so yeah, free tournament. Also schedules. It's cool that we're not doing it weekly. We tried the weekly with Southtown. And the biggest problem with that is that like we work a lot. Everyone works, so it's not like we can drive to San Francisco all the time. Some people live in the city, some people live in San Jose, and like that's a big problem for a lot of people to just keep driving here every week, and really only 7 people show up, and it's like that's not cool. So this way, when we have it on the Facebook, we have a Facebook where we coordinate and see when everyone can go, and we revolve it around that. And then when we asked Joe, is it cool if we can have a tournament? And then like, yeah.
But basically, it's actually right now is really awesome time for Soul Calibur, I feel like, because what we're doing, like I was commenting about, starting locally and then kind of branching out like we did for EVO, it's actually inspiring a lot of people kind of outside of NorCal. Like they're watching our streams and they're seeing that we're still a really active community and they're starting to play again. And that's just awesome to hear. Like, I've been getting more inquiries about, hey, do you want to have Soul Calibur at this venue now or things like that, or people from outside of the West Coast asking me or Alex J, like, how are you guys doing it? How are you guys building your community? So we suggest, building local first.
Knowing that it wasn't a main game, but you guys still got a great stage from Mad Catz, what did it mean to see that there's still a high level support from one of the biggest sponsors in the FGC?
Well, it meant a lot, that it shows that they're for the players and they're for the community as a whole, and that they don't just cater to, one or two games like Marvel and AE. And, that inspired a lot of players to come out to see that a big company like Mad Catz would come out and support our game.
And a side tournament too. I didn't go, like I said, but I mean, I watched the stream when I got a chance to, and I was like, or the replays, and I was like, this is really cool that they gave a side tournament that was in a bring your own console room, top 8, their stage, and I was like, this is legit. Like, who would really give a chance? Honestly, a lot of people were talking crap about Soul Calibur, and I was like, whatever. But like, for a sponsor to give that up, like all that stuff, I was like, wow. And they get top 8. Everyone got something in top 8. They all got sticks, and then the first place winner, Kane Clash, he won like 2 sticks. He won like some special Japanese, like only one that they had. So I was like, that's pretty cool. I mean, you don't hear a lot about that stuff for our game, to be honest.
How about, what did it feel like? Do you feel great about the awesome support that you even get from some of the high-level players? I remember Fudo was there competing with Itabashi as well, along with Kayani.
So how do we feel
about the constant support that high-level players, people known around various communities.
I mean, of course, it was awesome just like to get Fudo, Itazan, Kayane, and just like a whole bunch of actually other international players that came to the side tournament. It's awesome to still have that support.
And for me, like personally, like apparently this is why here I don't really know what the deal is. My friend Human, he plays Street Fighter. We're chilling at my house, and then Alex J, he is like top level player, Soul Calibur around here, and then like, he wanted to play a match with me, like online and whatnot. And I was like, and he was telling me, Human was telling me, oh, it's in Street Fighter, blah blah. Other communities, they don't do that. They don't do that. Like, they don't give chances to people coming up when I first started. And I was like, really? I was like, he said that's like strange. That's kind of crazy. And I was like, what? I never heard of that, because that's still new to playing the game. It's my first game I played. And I think that's really cool that the older generation is supporting the younger generation and not driving them away, actually trying to let them grow and actually get better at the game and then build themselves as a community. So we're actually stronger as a region. So I mean, like, I don't know how we top off against other people in the region. I didn't go to, like I said, I never played any East Coast players or anything like that. But as a region, we're all leveling up. And I think it's cool that a lot of the older cats are supporting that. So yeah.
There's also going to be a re-release of the popular Soul Calibur II, except it's in HD. Your thoughts on it?
Oh, like I said, we both played Soul Calibur II. I played it while my friend had a copy, and I borrowed it, and I was like, whoa, this game's really cool, so I continued to keep playing it. But I was never competitive about it. But that's like my first Soul Calibur game. Well, no, technically 1 is my first Soul Calibur game I played. This one was the first one I like really actually tried to like play as a kid. Like, I was learning. I was like, oh yeah, swords and bitches, yeah, and shit like that. When it going HD, that's pretty cool. I can't wait, honestly. But I never knew about all the stuff that they had, like all those little weird glitches and whatnot. So I'm wondering if they're gonna have that in that game too, in Soul Calibur 2 HD or not, because then it's gonna be like mad funny when people are just doing and abusing all that stuff. So it's gonna be pretty interesting how the game's gonna play. People say it's like the best Soul Calibur game, and then but then like a lot of the older cats are saying that, like, I think they're more. They say, oh, it's a lot of crazy stuff that they don't have in this game. This game, they say, is like they have more, I guess, balance or whatnot. And that game was really crazy. Like, launches that are easily punished cannot be punished because like there's glitches and whatnot. That's crazy, I think. So we'll see how the game goes. We'll see if people continue playing it after people abuse all that stuff online.
Well, I think it's going to be a really good addition, especially in terms of tournament attendance, especially if people start actually running tournaments for it on the side. We'll see what we can do here in NorCal, especially since I feel like a lot of casual players kind of have this nostalgic attachment to the game, and I think that'll just attract more players, and then they can get a glimpse of, the competitive scene, and maybe they'll be interested in staying. And also for the older players who don't play Soul Calibur 5 anymore, that might, bring them back out and give the game competitively another try. So I think it's a really positive thing for the community to have.
All right, so any place where we can contact the NorCal Soul Calibur community, or just Twitter?
So the best place to contact us, where we all convene basically and set up our appointments, is the Facebook group, SF Calibur. Or you can reach me on my Twitter. It's Chemie_LilyXRen. So those two places are probably the best way to contact us.
How about your Twitter account?
I don't have a Twitter. I don't believe in Twitter.
Okay. All right. So I guess this concludes the interview. Timtastic out.